It is much easier to stay in shape than it is to get in shape in the first place.
It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Janke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit and trim.
Health in the Real World is sponsored by My Core Balance. You've heard that compound movements are the key to full body health, but if you can't engage all your muscles properly, the compound movements are useless. My Core Balance helps you isolate each individual motion and body part. Go to mycorebalance.com, enter promo code podcast to get 10% off of your monthly membership. All right, folks, welcome. Health in the Real World podcast. Let's talk about you. Yes, unfortunately for you folks who are climbing that mountain of fitness success, it is much easier, or it will be much easier once you get to the top. I only say that not to discourage you. I actually say that to encourage you, because I want you to have a realistic expectation of what you're doing. If you're, let's use the metaphorical valley and mountain, you're in the valley of your health and fitness journey, means you may be overweight, you may be out of shape, and you see your friend from high school way up there at the peak of the mountain who's in like crazy, ridiculously good shape. And it looks like they're not even working that hard to maintain. And guess what? They're not. I'm sorry to say, but it's a lot easier to maintain something that you've already created as far as health and fitness goes than it is to push that snowball up a hill, so to speak. But having said that, it's doable. It's possible. I'm a big believer in creating habits. So when you are pushing that snowball up a hill and you are getting started and you're really not used to the whole fitness game, you're going to put a lot of things in your life on autopilot. You're going to allow a lot of things in your life to just happen the way they've normally been happening, and you're not going to focus so much of your attention on that, and you are going to pull your health to the front burner. You are going to focus on your health and your fitness, because it is going to take all your effort and energy to get your snowball to the top of the hill. Again, the good news is once you're up there, you can sort of kick back a little bit. You can't completely let go, because then you're going to fall back down the other side. But, put some things on the back burner and be okay with that, and know that they will come back, right? So maybe you're going to have to stop watching Netflix marathons. I would do that anyway. Don't be watching that stuff anyway. But so you get what I mean, right? So like if getting healthy and fit is really a priority for you, then make it a priority for you and double down, triple down, quadruple down for the next 6 months. 6 months will give you a good idea of how fast your body responds to all the new demands that you're placing on it. 6 months will also allow you to become a little more accustomed to the soreness that you might feel, right? Like so again, like it's easier to stay in shape. Like for me personally, I get sore if I lift heavy, but if I do core work, if I do cardio, if I do anything that's more moderate or light, I'll never get sore. Next day I'm ready to go again, right? But I wasn't always like that. Like I remember in college, actually what sparked me to come back, because in high school and before I was very fit. I was playing all these sports, always doing a sport. College was this block of beer and pizza, and after college, I got fit again and started to become a trainer. Junior year, third year in college, I was working out with a friend of mine, and we're doing bear crawls. So that's just crawling on your hands and feet. So imagine like a baby crawling, but lift up your knees. And we're doing bear crawls, and I got tired after like 15 seconds. And he literally stopped in his tracks, looked at me and said, "Chris, what's going on with you?" Like, it was just bad. It was bad. For someone who was an athlete at a very high level before college, it was just bad. Okay, so I tell that story because I know what it's like to be on the valley floor, looking up and seeing where I have to go, okay? And what I recommend is just being okay with the struggle. And not that it has to be the hardest thing in the world, but again, just being okay with, okay, this is my life now. And I'm not necessarily going to focus on the top of the hill. I'm going to focus on the next step. Literally, just like you were hiking a hill, right? You're not going to keep staring at the top of the hill and wondering why it's so far away and how long it's going to take you. You're literally, you know where you're going to go. Boom, you check it out, and then you look down. You look at the next step you have to take. If you take that next step today you take one step and you're closer to your goal by even just one step, that's a successful day. Okay? And again, it zoomed out, this is no time at all. It's going to take you no time at all to get healthy and fit and to be at the top of that mountain. So whatever the mountain is for you, whatever your peak physical condition represents, whether you want to run or race, or you want to be able to pick up your kids or grandkids, or you want to be able to bench press a certain amount of weight, or you just want to go throughout your day without hurting, right? That was my goal when I was a kid. It was just get through the day without hurting. I mean, that is huge. If you're in pain, I get it. Thank you so much for joining. I want to hear what your mountain is. Comment below in this video. I want to hear what your mountain is. Where are you trying to get to in your fitness journey? If you're on the valley floor or you're halfway up the mountain, what's the peak of your mountain? What's your number one goal? I want to be here to help encourage you to get to that goal. Also, subscribe to the video. Make sure you hit the bell notification icon so you will be updated on all the future videos. My friends, let's be fit, let's be healthy, let's be happy. I'll see you in the real world.
It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Janke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit and trim.